Hi guys, and welcome to Railbirds and some more action from the 2024 Derby City Classic 9-ball. I'm Mark White. Good to have you with us, guys. Our next match is between Pia Filler and Michael Deitchman. They're just lagging off. It's going to be a race to 9. 9-ball is going to be racked on the spot. One at the front, of course, as always. The 2-ball must not be racked at the back. One of the little rules, the little quirky kind of rules that we have here at Derby City. We're breaking from the Derby City break box, which is between the first and the third diamonds. There's no jump cues allowed, but you are allowed to jump with your playing cue. 3 foul rule is in operation also. Round 2 encounter. 0 losses for either player. Now, it's not double elimination as per se, normal tradition-wise, but there is a buyback clause, so if any player loses a match, they can just walk up to the desk and ask one of the bad boys. Little hug there and good luck look from Josh Filler, Pia's husband. I don't know if you saw it recently. It was a beautiful little picture of when they first met together. I think they're around about 7 or 8 years old, I believe it was, something like that. At training camp, and their friendship grew, and now they're husband and wife. Pia, 27, just slightly older than Joshua, and she has possibly the best doubles partner and coach and practice partner there is in the world, in Josh Filler. Christina Tkach doesn't have a bad one either. Fedor Gorst, Tyler Steyer, married to Margaret Fefilova as well. How many more couples are there? There's Yvonne Ullmann-Hiebler and Roman Hiebler. Czech Attack and Yvonne from Germany. Richard Halliday and Veronika Ivanovskaya. More of them coming to my mind now. Anyway, back to this match. They've broken off. Michael made a couple of balls, almost scratched, so he can play a push out now after the break. You can play a push out. You can go anywhere on the table. You don't have to hit a rail. You don't have to hit a ball. You can hit any ball. Pia coming to the table. If she doesn't like it, she has the option to give it back to Michael, but I don't think she's going to be doing that. On this occasion, she can use the 5 as a stop-up for the 1. Bring the cue ball back down the right-hand side of the table, down behind the 3-9. Pia recently won her first ever Euro Tour, and they are notoriously difficult to win Euro Tours. Well, she has given it back. Well, this is really surprising to me. Well, perhaps she knew something we didn't. I didn't expect him to go for that. I'm not sure he did go for it. So the right decision from Pia Filler. It's created this opening for her. Next ball will be the 3, 2 already gone. We're playing with the purple 4, the orange 5, green 6, brown 7, browny maroony 7. Black 8 already down. And the yellow and white 9-ball. Looked like she was going to draw into the 9 here to hold the cue ball. She's going to go into it anyway, so she might as well play it with purpose. Now she's changed her mind. Quite a long bridge. Little cue hanging over. Yeah, I just think the 9 ball distracted her slightly there. Maybe was putting a little bit too much concentration into the cannon. I actually watched Michael Deitchman play against Efren Reyes in the 2022 Derby City. I was sat ringside. First time I'd ever seen Efren Reyes play live, that was 2022. Yeah, that little kiss on the 7 has made the 4 ball a lot more difficult to get onto. She hasn't hit this hard enough, I don't think. Pia just signed as part of the WNT, the World 9-Ball Tour. She is now one of the 128 top pros on the Matchroom Tour. This is a Matchroom ranking event also. Pia also announced recently that she will be playing on all of the WPBA, the Women's Tour. She's going to play every event of that this year as well. So, busy young lady. Yeah, a bit of a misjudgment there from Michael. Caught that way too thick. So now a chance. Pia and Josh have a couple of tables back at their house. They have one each. Both work very, very hard at their game. Pia recently took up straight pull, and I believe I read somewhere she has a high run now of, I think it might have been 89. It's about 50 more than me. When she's on the table, very focused, very serious looking. But round the tour, around the different venues, very friendly person, always up for a chat. Yeah, nicely done. So after a couple of mistakes from Michael, Pia takes the first rack in this race tonight. Really happy to bring you this stream, guys, for absolutely free. And it's all to do with our great sponsors, which enable us to do that. Hustling USA Clothing. And the JB cases from Mr. John Barton. Been going a few years now, 17 years. Jerry Olivier Custom Cues, thanks Jerry. Littman Lights, well, they've been around as long as I have, for sure. Locked and Loaded Custom Billiard Apparel as well. Pop on down to Hustle Avenue. So there you see what Pia's doing. Because she's used to the Matchroom break, she's lined up the first diamond with the pyramid spot, and then wherever that crosses the kitchen line, that's where she places the cue ball. That is where the matchroom break box is. So she obviously wants to keep some consistency. Been practicing for those matchroom breaks. So she's sticking to it. You are allowed to break anywhere within the first and the third diamonds. And the middle diamond on the side rail. That's the break box. And she made one ball in the side. She does have a look at this one. And it does go to the top right as we look. I'm surprised she's not drawing onto the side rail here and playing it, but she goes in the other corner. Well, what a shot that is. Didn't even know it went. Thought maybe she'd chosen a safety shot. And all of a sudden, this has turned into a very, very good opportunity to double her lead. Now can stun in and out of the corner. 2 rails for the 4 into the side. Would love to finish kind of straight on the 4 into the side pocket. So a little test up. Straight 4 into the side pocket. Just drop it in. Yeah, that's perfect angle. Now can just stun off the side rail. This is good stuff from the 25-year-old. I think Michael has his hands full here. He's made a couple of errors. First one was going for the 1 ball in the first rack, and then a poor safety. She's punished him for it. 2-0 Pia Filler. Huge event here, 500 players it's been capped at this year. Derby City. It really is a classic event, and thanks to all our main event sponsors, Diamond Billiard Products. These amazing tables, we've got over 30 of them here, guys, all covered with Simonis cloth. Aramith balls, the ball of choice here. 100 years anniversary for them, guys. They've been in the business. Outsville Accurac, keeping those Aramith balls nice and tight. That Video Productions, thank you, guys. And Master Chalk. Pia Filler, looking very good. 2-0 up, breaking with the open bridge. Yeah, you see the cue come off the hand. But she's made a stray ball, the 4 ball, into the bottom left-hand corner as we look. And a nice look at the 1. And once again, they're all in the open. Now, this could be her second break and run of the match. She's banking this. What's she doing? Is she cutting this in? She's banking it. Wow, that was a surprise. So half a chance then from Michael Deitchman. That name sounds a bit German as well, doesn't it? I'm going to have to look that up. I do like to know origins of names. Good solid hit. I think there's an opportunity here though for Michael.
Table 14, Bill Paul, table 14. You're on the clock.
There you go. I just had a quick look at Google. Deitchman does indeed originally come from Germany.
Aaron Everett for the tournament, please. Aaron Everett for the tournament, please.
Has she got enough of this 2-ball? Drawing back for the 3. Very confident shot. Doesn't want to be over the top of the 5. She's okay. Just a tricky little positional shot here. She can go forward or back. I think Pia's choice as well to play in a lot of the men's events is only going to do her good. I don't think she has any delusions of actually winning a Matchroom event. But one thing's for sure, it's definitely going to elevate her game playing against the best players in the world. If you can't beat them, at least join them. It's a huge help as well. Travelling to them with Joshua, you're not alone. It's not like a lot of the ladies who travel to these events alone. It's very expensive as well. Pia, well, responsible for a huge chunk of money that the Fillers won last year as well. When they won the World Teams in Puerto Rico, it was Pia Filler that potted that amazing 10-ball in the shootout. Germany beat Taiwan in the final. $120,000 they won for that, along with Moritz Neuhausen. The Fillers took $80,000 from that event. Nicely done again. She's playing with a really nice rhythm also. She's looking very dangerous, 3-0. You feel Michael needs to get on that scoreboard sooner rather than later. Hope you're enjoying this stream, guys. There's so much more to watch on Railbirds TV. Give us a like, please, and a subscribe. Let all your friends know. They can take advantage of lots of free pull. Click the notification bell, and every time we upload a great match, you'll be the first to know. Thank you so much. There you see her lining up the first diamond with the 1 ball, and then wherever that line touches the kitchen line, that's the edge of the matchroom break box. Ball in hand, looking around the table. There is one problem jumping out at me. It's the 8 ball. So at some stage, he's going to have to do a bit of manoeuvring. I've just remembered, I actually commentated with Michael Deitchman once. It was Las Vegas at the CSI Expo, and it was the final of the league's 8 ball competition. And Ozzy Reynolds from CSI, I told him that I wanted to get into commentary, and he said, well, go on, there's your chance, go and commentate. One of them was Michael Deitchman, and the other one was Summerfield Habener. Summerfield, a regular on Railbirds TV also, does some commentary on One Pocket. He's very nimble, isn't he? Still has the problem though of the 8 and the 9. He hasn't really thought about doing anything about it just yet, but he's going to have to very soon. He's running out of balls. Oh, and this is going to be too straight. This is no good. He's going to have to leave the bank, is he, or can he go forwards? I think safety is the order of the day now. 7 behind the 8-9. Cue ball back into the centre of the table. This is on. And if she can get into the cue ball with a bit of right hand spin as well. Not sure if it's a little bit thin. Can she get into the 9 with the cue ball? Well, didn't even try it. Now this is a chance. Needs the cue ball to hit just after the side pocket. I'm not sure if he's got the angle, let's see. May not even go for it. he got the cannon. He's opened them up for Pia, unfortunately. One saving grace, slightly awkward queuing over the 8 ball. Yeah, wise decision. Not taking any risks. Doesn't want to go 4 behind.
Table 35, Terry Patterson. Table 35, Terry Patterson. Table 16, Mark Sly Jr. Table 16, Mark Sly Jr.
Yeah, had a little bit of a lash out at that one. And I think it's going to cost him this 4th rack. Oh, this is a little bit strong. It's almost perfect. I think it might be a little bit straight. She's going to have to play the short side now. Looked like that cue ball was flying around the table, didn't it? Yeah, that was a nice little stroke. I know it was a simple enough shot, but whenever they look easy, it's because the cueing is so beautifully smooth. Just like that. Very nicely done, in control. Pia Filler, 4-0. This yearly get-together of pool fanatics from all over the world. Not just 9-ball, of course. We have a Bigfoot 10-ball tournament that goes on. We have banks, we have one pocket, and then the blue ribbon event, the 9-ball reigning champion Fedel Gorst 2023, Shane in the final. And Pia is also an 8-ball European champion as well in 2022, so she's a bit of an all-rounder. Loves a bit of straight pull, 9-ball. Won the team 10-ball. Oh, almost a scratch. The same pocket. It is dry though. Now a nice easy starter for Michael. This is just what he needs. Get that cue arm going. Yeah, he's got a nice little angle on this as well. It's all about the pace though, this one. Just a little draw stun to the centre, just a soft little shot. The voice of Ken Schumann in the background, introducing the players on the main arena table, just to the left of where we are. Oh, that's a poor miss, Michael. Just forgot to play the 6 ball. Was thinking about the position on the 7. Forgot to pot the 6. Played that one nicely. Now can just stop the cue ball where the 7 is. Just replace the 7 with the white. Now you see the 7. Now you don't. This looks just about right. Maybe Michael will give her this 9 ball. She's having to wait. Player on the next table. Come on, Paul fans. Who's that? Taking a shot on the next table. Lots of traffic, but doesn't put Pia off. She's focused. She's 5-0 up. She's flying. Well, Josh Filler up next on the TV table. Good friends with Jasmine Ocean as well, Pia Filler. Friends with Albin as well, and they often get together. Play a lot of Scotch doubles against each other and singles. A great life, isn't it? In the pool world, to have a partner that actually plays as well, can travel around the world, seeing all the different countries, doing what you love. Just struggling with the break slightly, but she's managing to make a stray ball on occasions. The target is the 1 ball in the side. That went a little bit high. Caught the point of the side pocket, so just a minor adjustment needed. Just a safety though here for the German. Keeping Michael under pressure, not giving him any easy starters. Wants to freeze him out now. Oh, that's a really nice bank shot though. Nicely done. There's a little bit of traffic to get on the 4 into the side. Could leave himself the 4-8 combo. Just glanced down at Michael then, and it looked like he had a Railbirds TV t-shirt on, but it was our logo in the bottom right hand corner, but it was perfectly placed on the back of Michael Deitchman then. I've always liked that little logo. The baby owl. It's a sellout. This game all about controlling the cue ball. He's just struggling with that slightly at the moment, just making things more difficult. And there you see, he didn't get properly on the 4 in the side, wanted to be a lot straighter on that. And it's cost him position on the 5 ball. It tends to just compound. You get a little bit out of position on 1 ball, then the next shot a little bit worse. And that could have ended up a lot worse for Michael Deitchman there. Nothing easy for Pia here. Oh, is she considering the 5-8? Okay, she has a 5-0 lead and doesn't really want to take any unnecessary risks, but at the same time, you can't begin to start thinking too negatively. I think that was well worth taking on. That 5 ball almost made it in the side. Michael not quite yet in stroke. He's going to have to draw this to the side rail, back to the centre of the table again. Now that is a nice shot. No, it was a mistake on the 5 ball from Michael Deitchman back in rack number 2. It's going to be a mistake on the 5 ball from Pia Filler in rack number 6, and it will be the first rack on the board for this young man, Michael Deitchman, and he can now officially feel a part of this match. Didn't even know where the scoreboard was, look, see. First time visitor in this match at least, so he will be breaking off in rack number 7. Quick thanks once again to our stream sponsors, Hustling USA, Mr. Barton. There he is, look. Does make some wonderful cases, that man, and that man makes some wonderful cues as well, Jerry Olivier. Their lights aren't too bad either, are they, Lippmann? Locked and loaded. Head on down to Hustle Avenue. Michael Deitchman wearing his hustling shirt. Makes a ball in the corner. Has a shot at the 1. 2 ball goes in this bottom right hand corner as well. This is an opportunity. These are kind of those half chances you have to take if you're going to win matches like this. This is on. Bit of back and forth for the cue ball. Mind the side pocket. Well, she went dangerously close. Misjudgment on the potting angle. Will be another chance for Michael. Here he is with his Railbirds TV shirt on this time, look. A little bit snatchy on the stroke, a little bit quick, a little bit too hard. The chance goes begging. (2022) Moscone Cup in Ali Pali. Or was it 21? I think it was 21, wasn't it? It was in Vegas, wasn't it, in 2022? Yeah, 2021 Ali Pali. I actually sat next to Pia. And Josh's mum and dad were there as well. And Jason Shaw's sister. And his two little nephews. They were a right handful, I can tell you. Great fun. We sat right where the players walked down. If you've never done a Moscone Cup, guys, you've got to go to one. It's kind of like the Super Bowl of pool. Incredible atmosphere. And if you don't mind hearing "extension" screamed very loudly by about 1,000 people, you're going to enjoy it. Extension! It was very funny at first, but became very, very annoying by day 3 or 4. Really nice stroke there. Just waiting for the next table. So tricky little 9 ball, but it should be no problem for a player of Pia's calibre. Yeah, nicely done. Increases the lead to 6-1. I remember being in Austria, in Klagenfurt, in Jasmine and Albin's hometown. We're staying at a beautiful hotel there. Had the most amazing breakfast. Was there for the World Women's 10 Ball in 2022. Yeah, she's losing a lot of power, that cue coming off the hand. Q needs to be driving through the ball, but the open bridge, it's very hard to break. I wouldn't mind seeing a breaking off the rail actually with a closed bridge. That's a decent shot. Now this will be interesting because I know Pia does a lot of work on her kicking, and her husband Joshua is one of the best kickers in the world, along with Albin Ocean, who I mentioned earlier as well. Albin is probably the European efferent. She's done the maths. Can she do the physics? Oh, so close to cutting that in. She played it with draw as well to just straighten the angle slightly. Got mighty close to it as well. I believe the 5 ball does pass. So a bit of work then. 3 to 4. 4 to the 5. Key shots in this rack. Oh, that's a really good draw. Really got his cue through that one. If anything, too well. Can still cut this in though. Oh, he's going defensive. Can't quite see from this angle. Just the one camera angle on this table, guys, for you. Apologies for that. Space is at a premium at the Derby City, so you have to take what space you can get. Oh, if that had finished on the rail, it had been kind of okay, but this is a good chance now. Cuba will be headed back down towards the 5 ball. Yeah, played that nicely. Has a slight angle, can now stun between the 7 and the 9 off the side rail. Somewhere near the rail would be okay.
If you have a lovely match and has not started, please come to the tournament desk and we get you another ticket.
Slow up cue ball. He's okay. Play this with some outside spin, right hand spin in this case. About 4 o'clock on the clock face. Oh, he hasn't got into it enough. Okay, he's got a little piece of the 8, but he's only got a safety on now, so it's another chance gone begging. Decided to kick his way out of trouble. Chance for Pia to move one closer to the hill.
Please come to the tournament back.
I couldn't get to it. This is one of those shots, if anything, you want to overcut it, and then sometimes that's the reason you miss it, because you're trying to overcut it. Not this time, right on the money, that one from Michael. He's done all the hard work, now has to focus on this 9 ball. And nicely done. Cue ball's going to hold up okay. It's another one on the board for Michael Deitchman. Now 6-2 and breaking. Mentioned earlier, Michael is part of the Bad Boys, and they are part of this production. Thanks, guys, for everything you do. They're running the tournament here, the tournament directors. You'll often hear Rick Jones come on the microphone, calling players to their tables. Rick and his son do a lot of good work in pool. And the third bad boy here needs to start doing some good work on the pool table. He's trailing 6-2. Race to 9. Pia started off very well, but Michael just creeping back into it. Michael employing the same strategy as Pia for the break. Target is the one in the side. Cue ball off the side rail, back into the stack. Oh, he's caught them way too full. May have hit them wrong, but it was effective. He's fluked the 1 ball. There's a straight in 2. Oh, slow up, cue ball. Oh, he's just lost the white. Table looks just a little bit messy. Oh, even more so now. Now can just glance off the left-hand side of the 3 ball. Use the 5 as the stopper. She could just land in behind the 7. She can play it slow enough. Oh, she's looking at playing it the other way. 3 onto the rail, cue ball into the 5. Yeah, it's gone wrong. I didn't like that way of doing it. Could have glanced off the other side of that, I think, there, Pia. Nicely played with a bit of left-hand spin, just to keep the cue ball out of trouble. Nicely on the 4 ball. Little's... Oh, he's lost the cue ball there. Looking to see now if there's a possible plan B on 5 ball into this bottom right as we look past the 8. Must be very tight. He's had a couple of looks at it. He's decided he does. And it certainly did. That's a decent shot as well. Nicely on this 6 ball. A little bit of a frustration there. Just tapping the cue on the table. He knew he'd hit it a little bit too hard the moment he struck it. Could draw into the 9 here and hold for the 8. Tried to draw all the way past it. Got onto the 8 nicely. But it was once again just a little bit snatchy. You know, when you watch that stroke and it just looks a little bit ugly. It doesn't look nice and smooth and majestic and flowing. Just a little bit jabby. Played that well. 2 rails. I'm sure that was Michael clicking his fingers or slapping his hand on his thigh to say good shot. Cue ball round 2 rails now. That's the bridge I'd like to see her using for the break, just to keep the cue down and get maximum power out of the cue ball, rather than your cue flying up in the air. Player who does that most of the time is Victor Zelensky. He breaks in the Matchroom format off of the rail. I've tried many times to do the loop bridge. Pia looking across to the match table where her husband's playing. She may be focused on this match, but you can't help having a look up when you hear a round of applause coming from the match table and your husband's playing on it, can you? And it sounds like Josh Filler has won because that match is over. If it was, it could very well be a 9-0 lead, or win rather, for Josh Filler. It's dry again for Pia. Hasn't had too much success. She's had a couple of lucky balls off of the break on occasions. And on the women's tour, I believe they play one on the spot and break from anywhere. So it's a completely different break shot. This is a nice little shot. No rail though. Oh, he knew he hadn't hit it hard enough. That is so frustrating when you do that. From what should have been Pia Filler in a lot of trouble, all of a sudden it's ball in hand and a wide open table. Just has to work out here the route. 3 to the 4 is the first one. I thought for a second she might have been thinking about playing the 2-3 combo. No need to take risks like that. Just leave yourself an angle to draw off the rail behind the 4 ball, off of the 3, and play the 4 into the same pocket. So 3 shots ahead, thinking now. This is okay. She can pull the cue ball in behind the 4 in the rail. Play the purple into the same pocket. Played that very nicely. Just enough right hand spin. Just a fraction short of pace, so a little bit more work to do. Screwing the extension on the back of her Predator cue. Played that well. Just let the stroke go. We'll be playing the 8 ball to the corner pocket. It's nicely done, and now can come across the table, across the face of the 9 for the 9 into the top right. Cue ball somewhere over near the diamond, just to the left of that accurac on the rail there. Slightly overhit, might need the extension on the cue again. Getting her money's worth out of it. Look at the length of bridge. Christina to catch is another one who does this. And I always get so scared when I see it, but no problem. Oh, I say no problem. Dangerously close to the side pocket, but she's okay. And finally arrives at the hill, 8-2. Can she get the break sorted out? Her second rack was a break and run. Was it the second rack? I think it might have been. Can she end on one? Go out in a blaze of glory. I'd like to see her just move the cue ball in slightly, and I'd love to see the closed bridge. They do use the 3-point rule in the women's game. That would have passed because she's made 1 ball and she's got 2 past the head string, so that counts as 3 points. That's the rule they play in the women's tour, in the WPBA events. 5 and 6 tied up. I think she was thinking about opening these up. She just can't get to it. She could play it off the rail. She doesn't have to play it this way. She's got the diamond bridge out. And it's a little bit too far. That's a little bit too close. It's just awkward, isn't it? So she's pushing out. Just wants to free up the 5 and the 6. So this is an aggressive... Well, I can't believe she's played that like that. Maybe the 5-6 is now on. Thought she might have played it a bit harder than that to open up the 5 and the 6. Oh, Michael's tried to do it. They just don't want to be apart, do they, that 5 and the 6? I think there's something going on between them two. Two rails clip off the 1 ball thin. She got very close to one of these in an earlier rack. Mind the cue ball in the side pocket. She's missed it altogether. I think that stems from not a very good push out from Pia, to be honest. We are playing the 3 foul rule. Well, that's not good enough. Should have been right tight in behind the 6 ball there. May even be able to masse out of this. Oh, that 1 ball is proving to be a bit of a nuisance, and he's got her on 2 fouls. He must play in behind the 5 ball here. Send the 1 past the 5 and glue that cue ball. Oh, he's looking at playing in behind the 8 and the 9, is he? It doesn't even matter. Actually, it's better if he plays the 1 back into the 6 and plays the cue ball in behind the 5. That would make the shot even more difficult. He's going in behind the 8 and the 9, is he? I don't know. Yeah, you might have heard Michael just say, "You're on 2." You have to warn your opponent. The referee normally does it if we've got a referee. She knows if she doesn't make contact with this 1 ball, it will be the rack to Michael Deitchman. Bit of pressure on this one. Good hit. Okay, she's left it on, but she won't mind that. Five and the 6 still being very annoying. To and fro with a cue ball. We played that with English, was trying to get on the 3 into the side. Is this a possible 3-ball combo? No. Safety once again. played that well. Very nice little shot. Judged the pace very nicely. Both players getting away with it at the moment. Pierre on the hill, Michael a long way back on just 2 racks. I may not even bother making this 4, just send it round the angles. All the way back down, somewhere near the 9. Oh, Pierce straight away, like a racehorse out of the stalls there. Looking at this carom, it looks pretty much on to me, and it will be the match. Remember, if you hit the lowest number ball on the table and make another ball, it counts. If it's the 9 ball, it's the rack, and in this case, it will be the match. So, 4-9 carom. Well, it was close, but we're still going. Michael's still in it. Possible bank shot. Cue ball in behind the 9 though is an option as well. He's underhit it, has he? He's underhit it. He could have afforded to overhit that. He could have used the 5 as a buffer. Just the safety here though from Pierre, I would think. Come off the underside of the 4 as we look. Her left. Send it twice. Well, she's gone for it. What a shot that was, but that was the problem. There was no real future in it. And if she's hooked herself, she's just gone second favourite to win this rack. Nifty bit of cue work there on the AccuRack. I wonder if she plays ice hockey. Another attempt at a 5-9 carom this time. Well, how about this? Kick off the rail onto the 5, 6 onto the 9. If it was an exhibition, you'd play it 100%. There's not really an easy safety on, especially with that 9 ball there. Good chance you're going to leave a combo or a carom onto it, so I think this is worth having a go at and play it with a little bit of pace as well to get the 9 ball out of there. She's not playing it. Has it gone far enough? It's now become a 5-ball game, hasn't it? Anyone that makes the 5, you fancy's going to win it.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test 1, 2.
Just going to hold up just in time.
Testing 1, 2.
Another chance then for the German to get this match over and done with. I'm sure Joshua is watching, having finished his match. Get this one over and done with. Oh, look, she might have gone in off here. Wow, what a turnaround. Unbelievable. So the simplest of combos for Michael Deitchman. It's now 8-3. Well, what has she got to do to win it? Had that chance earlier on. The 3-9, I think it was, wasn't it? Or the 4-9. Slightly misjudged it. Michael's still in it. Not been the best quality from either player, but there have been moments. But it's still been interesting nonetheless. If you love pool, you love pool, right? I'm not one of these people that just enjoys watching all the top players running racks all the times. That, in my opinion, becomes a little bit monotonous. Wow, big head movement there from Michael. Now this reminds me of a similar situation Albin Ocean was in. I forget who he was. I think it was against Josh Filler, actually. So now she's played the hook. So now she's going to be going for the 3 fouls. And don't forget, Michael has to hit this, and a ball must hit a rail as well. He can't just nestle into them. And that's a foul as well. 2 fouls. And look at this. How ironic. This could end in 3 fouls. Michael had Pia on 2 fouls earlier on. And she just has to play the hook here. And it will be her. Warning, Michael. Michael, you are on 2 fouls. 2. That's 2 in German. I can count up to 10 in German. Not sure I'll be playing it this way. I might stun in behind the 8 and the 4 here. Oh, that's pretty good as well though, isn't it? And there you see, you're on 2 fouls, Michael Deitchman, the man with the German originating surname. Oh, it's a good shot. And he's made a ball as well, but he's hooked himself now. But it's okay. The 3 fouls have been cleared. He's back to 0 fouls. What an amazing game this pool is, isn't it? You just never know what's going to happen. Just going back to that safety shot that Pia played to get him on 3 fouls. I think if she'd have stunned him behind the 8 rather than send the cue ball past, it would have cut off the 1 rail escape. I wonder what Josh would have to say about that. If you re-watch this match, Josh, what would you have played there? Did she play the right shot? I know it's very easy after the fact, but I did just feel it was better to stun him behind. Anyway, That's history. Well, she's really keeping the heat on Michael, isn't she? Fierce competitor, Pia Filler, and rightly so. This is a tough shot into the side, off the side rail with a cue ball for the 2, into the pocket where her hand is. Yeah, they're never easy, those. So it's another chance for Michael Deitchman. Yeah, he called a foul anyway on himself. So it seems a while since we've had any balls kind of strung together. Just the one break and run so far from Pia. Fair to say it's been just a little bit scrappy. But certainly by no means uninteresting. It's been, well, it's been full of events, hasn't it? Both players have been on 2 fouls. We've had dry breaks, we've had scratches. Missed caroms. Nicely on this 4 ball, cue ball drifting over towards the 6. Just wants to be about a foot off the rail to play the 6 into the corner, and then cue ball across for the 8. Yeah, this looks just about perfect. Very nicely done. Now anywhere near straight, just off straight on the 8 ball. I think the end is nigh. The great opera singer Montserrat Caballé warming up her voice. Vocal cords are getting ready to sing. Did a great duet, didn't she, with Freddie Mercury, Barcelona. He also did another one, We Are the Champions. And for this match, it's Pia Filler who is the champion. She's got a long way to go if she wants to be the overall 9-ball champion of 2024. It's just round 2. She will go to round 3. Michael Deitchman will go up to the bad boys' desk, hand over a Benjamin Franklin, buy himself back in. I've been Mark White. Thank you so much for watching. It was an intriguing match, wasn't it? We'll be back with more action on Railbirds for you very, very soon. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. and you'll be the first to know every single time we go live. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Ta-da.